Hey everybody, welcome to this video. Today I kind of want to talk a little bit about this control panel I built on the side, what I did, why I did it, the pros and cons of having it here. Yeah, so let's just kind of jump right in. So this is the control panel for my Red Sea Reefer 170. You know, and I love the Red Sea Reefer 170 for a lot of reasons. Primarily, I love the high quality, you know, the low iron glass on the front and the sides. As well as just the open top for kind of a minimalist look, and the stand that comes with it is just absolutely fantastic. You know, that being said, I don't want to clutter anything up. You know, I want people to be able to focus on just the tank and to think, you know, for those that aren't in the hobby, that wow, that just looks amazing, and they don't know why it looks amazing without realizing that there's so much that goes into it. So I built this this little thing over here. It's not perfect by any means. You know, the small apartment I'm in, ideally I wouldn't have this here. As you can see, it's just right next to my tank, and in a perfect world I would have this in another room or behind a cabinet, something that nobody even knows that there's a control panel over here. But the reason I really did it here there's a few reasons. One, organization is key, and for so many of us in this hobby, it's so easy to be really unorganized, and that just causes so many problems and so many headaches, and what wire goes where. And this way, it's all in one place. It looks great. Yeah. Another one is safety. I like to have my electronics as far away as possible from water. You all know the water and electricity don't work, and even if there's a small short or something happens, you know, you can electrify your tank, which is dangerous for you, for your kids if you have some, and especially for the livestock, and none of us want to do that. You know, in regards to drip loops, this is a perfect drip loop. I mean, there's no water that's going to get anywhere over here, period. So that's fantastic. And you know, for those of you that have a small tank, this is a 43 gallon. It's 33 gallon upstairs and 10 gallons in the sump. For those of you that have this one, the sump's really small, you know, and one, wouldn't be space for it, and two, why would you want to? Because I mean, look at mine. I mean, it's incredibly packed, and I don't even have very much in here. So anyway, another reason is I know a lot of people like to mount their like EB8s, their power adapters, their controllers, you know, things inside, and I chose not to do that for a few reasons. One is just water. So if you look up here, what I did before I started anything is I got some black silicone, and it's kind of hard to see, but I waterproofed every inch of this tank, because over time, water, especially salt water, which is highly corrosive, will seep in and it can weaken and damage. And I want to have this tank, you know, that I spent so much time, so much money on, something that I can pass down to my kids even, you know, and so I want to protect it. And if you're going to be drilling holes in the tank, that's fine. Just make sure that you protect those openings, because it's a really humid environment down here, and you don't want that water to creep in there. So I just decided not to screw anything to the inside. You could always use Velcro if you wanted to do that, but as you can see, mine's super packed already, and there's really not space for anything anyways. So yeah, so all I did, it's really quite simple. I just got a piece of plywood, you know, and painted it white. I had it cut to size. You know, if I back up here, you'll see this isn't ideal. I mean, you have this beautiful tank, and then it's like, oh, look at all these wires, and look at all this stuff right next to it. And that's fine, you know. I like looking at them, but in the future, I'm definitely going to put this in another room or hidden somewhere so that all you see is the tank, and that's all you focus on. But all I did, I took a piece of plywood, really easy, just painted it white. You can paint it black, paint it whatever you want, obviously. And if you look back here, you can see are just all of my wires. You know, they're kind of just hiding. I have it leaning against the wall. And then you can just go to Home Depot or anywhere and buy these. I'm sure you've seen them before. You know, they're the things you put on a desk to drill a hole in the desk, and then you know, put all your cords through there. Really simple, really easy, but it's a way to keep them kind of organized, looking nice. which it does. Makes my life a lot easier having it this way. It's a little bit small, but obviously you can see I had limited space, so I'll probably have to upgrade and build a new one in the future, something that's a little bit fancier even, that looks a little bit nicer. But yeah, I really highly recommend anybody who is starting their tank, or if you have a tank going, do this right away. If you're starting a tank, you know, get organized first, because then you'll keep organized. And for those of us who love this hobby, we know that it's so easy to get disorganized, and then that makes cleaning harder, that makes maintenance harder, it makes it less pleasant, it makes it less aesthetically pleasing, you know, and a lot of those things are really important. So I would definitely make one of these. If you have any questions, want some advice of how to do something like this, go ahead and hit me up. I would love to talk about it with anybody. But yeah, just wanted to show you my control panel, as I call it. And you can see here, next to my Reefer 170, it looks pretty good. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody, and like this video if you enjoyed it, and let me see any comments or questions you have. Take care, everybody. Bye.